Hello everybody, my name is Naji and I'm going to be doing a quick review of the Microsoft Surface RT tablet. Now, this is the first tablet made by Microsoft and also one of the first pieces of hardware they've produced. So on the front there is a 10.6-inch screen with a resolution of 1366 by 768. Looks really nice, really crisp, and the new laminate they're using is pretty darn good. I mean, pictures look really crisp and clean on this display, and you really won't notice the pixels unless you get really up close. At the front, we've got a front-facing camera with a LED light for when you know it's on. On the front as well, we've got the little Windows key there, which you can it's actually a capacitive button which you can tap to go to start. Now we'll have a look at the rest of the device. Now on the bottom, as you can see, we've got a little magnetic river or trough there for you to put in the keyboard dock, so the touch cover or the type cover, and really is a secure fit. On the left side, we've got a volume rocker, as you can see just there, and we've also got a 3.5mm headphone jack and the speaker grill. So on the top of the device, we have two stereo microphones. So this is going to be really, really good for Skype. We've also got the power on or off wake button. Now on this side, I like to call it the more interesting side, mainly because we've got a full-sized USB port, which can be used for all your accessories and whatnot. We've got a micro HDMI, and we've got the charging connector. Now I'm just going to put this down and we can have a look at the actual software running on this device. So this is the lock screen, just a quick flick up and you're in. Now this is the new modern UI that Microsoft are actually using with Windows 8 and Windows RT. As you can see, a load of live tiles, and you can swipe right to left to go across it. You can see here from the live tiles I've got my notification from my mail. We can also resize quite a lot of these widgets to make them either large or like the small square. Overall, it's quite quick and easy to use, but right now there's quite a lot of gestures involved. So I'm going to show you a couple of those. So I'm not going to show you my email, so I might as well close that down. So if I open up a different app, so let's say the desktop, if I just click on that, you can see you just flick in from the left to actually bring in the app you were last using. And to actually kill an app, you have to drag it all the way from the top, straight down, just like it's going in the bin, and it takes you right back to start. So that basically is your X button that you're used to in the normal Windows. So here I'm going to show you just a little gesture of how to actually get into edit mode. So you think that you just hold your finger down and move it, and that's it. In actual fact, it's a little pull down you have to do, and that gets you into edit mode. And if you pull down even further, you get into edit mode to actually move it around. So that means you can select multiple tiles at once, which is very handy, but also means you do need to know about it, and that is one of the issues, of course, with using gestures within any UI where you can't see any of those icons. Now, you can also change the size of all those icons as well. So you also have the desktop as well, and this is your area that you're probably most familiar with because, as again, we've got the usual windows that you can open up and use, and of course you can connect a mouse to this device and use that as well. And there's also a touchpad on the type and touch covers that allow you to use. So I don't know if you saw that, but I'll show you again. It's a little gesture you can use on Windows. It's been from Windows 7, so if you open up multiple windows, so I'm just going to open up another two file explorers here and Internet Explorer. And if you just grab one and give it a little shake, it actually minimizes all your other windows, which is quite nice. They've also brought in the snap to half gesture, so you can pull windows to the left or right. So I'm going to snap to the right, the File Explorer, and you can do a nice easy 50-50 split. Now, when you're inside the modern UI, you can actually open an app, and most of the time you'll stay within the modern UI area, but you won't with, say, the Office suite that comes with the tablet. Now, that means that if, say, I click on Internet Explorer here, it will open up within the full screen mode of the modern UI. But of course, if I go back to the desktop, you can see I've got a separate window open that is held within the desktop. Here is the touch cover that I got with the tablet, and it's 3mm thick, has no key travel, but really does change the tablet from a consumption device into a work device. So 1 second you've got a tablet, the next second open up the kickstand, and you've got essentially a laptop, which you can use now for typing up emails, probably more long form stuff, and you even get a little mouse. So that's a quick look for you at the Microsoft Surface RT. Overall, it's a very good device. The hardware is exceptionally well made, but the software does let it down. If you're looking for a device that you can use on the move while using Office, then this is probably a great tablet to go for. But if you're on here and you expect to get all of your apps that you had on, say, your iPad or Android tablet, then you're going to be disappointed.